What's up, everybody? Got another YouTube video going out for you guys. We're going to do the diamond toe for the Fort Worth WCB that myself and Riley Kirkpatrick are judging. So in the individual class, made up the diamond toe, which is 12.5 inches of 1/2 by 1. So basically what I'm going to start by doing is, so we're going to start off by finding center. We got 12.5. So 6 1/4 is going to be that. And I think I offset it about 3/16 of an inch. And this is our outside. Let's take our center dot, or center punch. Put a light mark there. And then I put a good sized one there. And then I just mark for the outside. So kind of the first thing that we got to do is we got to bump up this toe and get mass in there so it can create the peak for the diamond toe. Let's get to it. First things first, we got to localize our material there where we want it hot, so quenching off the ends of the branches so that way it's just hot right there in the center. And then have your center dot facing towards you, so then you can bump it up and the mass is going to go to that outer leading edge. And then see it bumped away or bended away, so now I'm bending it back so it's center dot's facing towards me, and you're bumping it up almost like it's a Massillake toe clip. To bump up material efficiently, anytime the section of steel bends or twists on you, you want to try to flatten it out. So we're trying to bump up for thickness and width. Straighten it out so that way you can actually compress material in there instead of bending it. So every time it bends like that, you just straighten it back out quickly. We gotta get a peak out there for the tip, because we gotta forge into it some to get the diamond. Alright, we'll take a gander. Got about 3/4 in that time. I'm gonna take another bump heat. I didn't get quite as much as I wanted, so one more bump heat. Gotta localize. A little bend in it. Almost like a Massillake clip. Just gonna double check my center dot just to make sure that it's on the money. Still spot on there. Alright, so now we're going to start to put the diamond into it. Alright, now we're going to start putting some of the diamond into it. Take our cross pin here. Sitting on each side of the center dot. Basically, while I'm forging in this diamond with my cross pin, I'm trying to hit in the same spot over and over. And I'm just trying to just be as accurate as possible with my hammer, not to creep in too far one way and make the diamond way too big, otherwise it'll look really wallered out. And it's got to go between flattening and hitting with the cross peen to try to create that diamond. So flatten on both sides so it can remain true. Come in with the cross peen some more, just overlapping blows, same spot over and over, basically like trying to pull a clip, create the source for your clip. You're just hitting over and over. Just try to be as accurate as you can with that cross peen, and try not to make it too big, otherwise when you turn that toe, it's going to be really massive and it's not going to look right. So like a reverse taper. So the toe is supposed to be thick. You want it to be over 1/2 inch thick when you finish. Now I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. Use the cross peen. Cat 1 guys will have it a little bit easier advantage. So here's kind of where we're at now. Now I'm just going to take one more heat, clean it up some more. You can also go to the horn. Do another heat. A little brushy brush. bit more with our crossbeam. Flatten a little bit. Good side. Put the tail to the center. I'm also kind of too far back. So now we can flatten some out some more. And when I'm flattening, I'm kind of pulling it to go this way. And then now this way, I'm going to go this way. Just to help pronounce that titty. Alright, so there. Now we basically have our toe kind of start to establish. Alright, so this heat. Turn the toe. So now we're going to start turning the toe of the horseshoe. So I'm starting out with one side of the branch, just using the round side of my hammer, and I'm just creeping it up, flip it around. Now I'm just creeping through the center of the shoe, kind of going from one branch to the other branch, evenly. Hitting out in front of the branch. Hitting out in front of the branch, bring it around. Try not to hit too much at the shoulder yet. So when I'm trying to bring in that branch, I'm pushing in with my tong hand and then letting the hammer do the work. So as you're pushing in with your tong hand, and then let the hammer just bring that branch around, and you're not going to forge it too much and weaken it. So there, it's basically started, and it's not real flat here on the foot surface or ground surface yet. So we got to iron that out a bit. So I'm going to start out by hitting on the ground surface, starting at the sole pressure. Work up through the center of it, to the shoulder, sole pressure some more, flip it around, go to the foot side, start with the sole pressure, now go through the center of the branch, now we're getting flatter, just trying to pronounce the shoulder up here. I guess I'm calling it a shoulder, but I guess it kind of looks like a shoulder in my brain. So that's why I'm kind of calling it that. So now we pretty much got our toe established and done. It needs some refining, which we'll do on the horn, but I'd rather get the branches run out first, and then we'll refine the toe, set up the fuller. Alright, so I got our medial branch hot first. A little brushy brush. And I'm going to kind of start running it out. Flat blows with the hammer. Flat side. Run it up this way on the inside. Try to keep that section parallel. Start to put heel on it. Run it out some more. Clean it up on the horn here a little bit. Transition to the shoulder. Go to the base of the anvil. Run it out some more. Start on the ground side, iron it out on the foot side. So basically I just took a measurement there, so I have a guideline on how much I need to run out my lateral branch, because I want that to be just a little bit longer than the medial branch when it's all said and done. So these are obviously my half-inch tongs. Can't grab it at the heel, so ran down. Now I'll do the lateral branch. Got a lateral branch hot, a little brushy brush. Start by running it out. I sped this up and made it fast-paced because it's literally the same thing I did on the medial branch. So the main thing what you're trying to do is you're trying to thin up the heel and then leave thickness in the toe. And the big thing you want to do is just make sure your section stays parallel and doesn't get blown out one way or the other too much.
You need to get rid of this little bit of a dollop that's created from going on the horn right there. So I go on this side, like this way, like that. Get my guesstimation or my measurement pretty close on the money. Now we can kind of go forward with, kind of clean up our toe and our shoulder just a little bit, and then mark our fuller in. Brush the brush. So now we want to clean up our toe just a little bit.
Trying to accomplish two things at once here. I'm trying to clean up the outer edge of the toe, and then I'm also trying to clean up the inner radius of the web of the shoe as well.
In to tighten it some.
So when I was using the cross peen, I was trying to clean up the outer edge of the top of that toe, and then now that I have my regular hammer and I'm using the round side, I'm trying to clean up to the edge of the shoulder there, as I'm calling it, so then I have a bit of a rounder scope, whereas the cross peen is a finer tooth, I guess you could say, with the hammer, and it's going to put more scallop marks in it than the round side of the 2-pound round.
Doozy of a shoe if it would have been hammer finished. Getting all the scallop marks out of it. Now we just got to flatten it out, iron it out. Alright, now we can mark our fuller in. So I just kind of lined up my shoulders there, the edge of the anvil, and I took a pencil, T-square, fuller, essentially I just want it to intersect shoulder, everything kind of to be spot on. Alright, there we go. Now we can basically put that heel on, turn the branch, fuller it, and bring a little horseshoe at this point. So now, put this lateral heel on. It's almost like a reverse check, but not really. Just wanted to do something just a little bit different. Turn the branch. Do a little hemming. Go out to the corner. Go over the corner. Flatten it out. Now we'll mark our fuller in.
Essentially what I'm doing while I'm marking my fuller in is I'm looking at the inside radius of my fuller in comparison to the inner rim of the web of the horseshoe, so to determine whether it's going to be coarse or too fine. So that's something you keep in mind when you're marking out your fuller, and is just looking at the distance between the inner radius of the fuller and the web of the shoe.
So since the steel's a bit cooler right now, I can hit my fuller a bit harder. It's not going to blow out really crazy. Trying to get it to the depth to be able to punch it.
Then that can happen is if you fuller with it too hot and you just hit it in, it's just going to distort and blow out the whole section of the shoe and just create more work for yourself in the long run. So if you just kind of gradually coax it down in there, you're going to have less problems with manipulating the steel.
Then we can take our punch, mark some nail holes. It's got 6 nail holes, punch for a concave 5. There we have it, fullered, nail holes marked. Now I'll just take a heat, clean it up, punch some nail holes. Holy cow, it's dirty! I just want to clean it up on the horn. Grab our 3/8 tongs. Take our punch. Basically, I'm opting to punch it before I put my fuller in there because it's got a little bit more heat. Help the punch drive down in there. It's easier to open up the fuller in than it is to punch the depth when it's cooler. Now we'll take our fuller.
I'm just going to reestablish my lines now and by going through with my fuller again and open it back up. And then just quick iron it out, flattening it out. And then I'm going to go through with my punch one more time, just through the nail holes real quickly since I ran it on the horn previously and kind of narrowed them up a little bit, so true them up. So just bottom out your punch real quickly and then now you can pritzel it out. One tap the bottom in it and then boom, shear it out. And there you got a hole pritzeled out.
One tap to bottom it out. Pritzel. Boom. In and out. Like on the grocery store. Try to go in and out. Alright, one side done. Basically just rinse and repeat on this medium branch. Clean it over, put a little bit of safing on it. Brush, flatten. Now we'll mark our fuller in. Now we'll mark our nails. Got our fuller and nails mapped out. One more heat, clean it up, punch it, and we're basically done. There we go, basically got our shoe pretty much done at this point. Now it just needs a little bit of refinement. Clean up my shape. It's all built, all the elements are there. But I'm kind of windswept. My shoe's kind of drifting this way, so it needs to come out here and around a little bit. Take a heat, finish cleaning it up. And we got our lateral branch. Take a gander at her. Needs to come out a little bit. Basically, while I'm shaping it, trying to enhance the lines a little bit. Get rid of any boo-boos that I may have given it. Flattening. I'll use my fuller as a way to get it flat on the foot side. Put my punch in it one more time. Pritzel it again. Hot tamale. Our concave nail. There we go. We got the lateral branch done. Finish cleaning up the medial branch. There we have it. That's how you make the diamond toe. If you guys got any questions, feel free. Shoot me a message or whatever, and hopefully I can help you out. We'll try and get some more videos out. We got We got the video for the fuller to make the draft shoe in the 2-man class. That's already up on PNW Farrier YouTube channel. And then the draft bar shoe, I think that's pretty straightforward in the sense of making a bar shoe. It's just draft shoe size. And then I have a video of making a French Hind on PNW Farrier YouTube channel. The only thing that's different is this one's made out of 3/8 3/4 versus the other one I had on the channel was 3/8 by 1, I think. So yeah, and then you'll have to, I think Riley has some short videos on making the side weight as well. So check out our Instagram channels, PNW Farrier, and then Kirkpatrick Forge, and you can check out all the shoes basically for the Fort Worth WCB. Look forward to seeing you guys there. The old Diamond Toe Express. Bada bing, da bada boom.